Well, it's that time of the year again. Early in-person voting and absentee voting by mail here in Ohio kicks off on Tuesday. And now is the time to make sure you're registered to vote in this November's election. Here with some tips and reminders, the director of the Trumbull County Board of Elections, Stephanie Penrose. Stephanie, thank you for taking the time.
Good morning.
So what kind of voter turnout are you expecting in this year's odd year election?
Unfortunately, I'm not expecting a very high turnout this year. I'm about 20%, somewhere right around there.
Any big races that you're expecting will bring more voters out than usual?
I think that there's an additional levy in Cortland that I'm expecting to maybe drive some turnout. Unfortunately, these local races don't get the kind of turnout that presidential or governor's races do.
And we're approaching that voter registration deadline. When is the last day people can register, and how can we check if we're registered or not?
Well, you can register up through 9 p.m. on Monday in our office, or you can go online and register there. You can also go onto our website and search to see if you're registered, or give us a call and we'll be happy to tell you.
And Stephanie, what about absentee voting by mail? How long do voters have to get those ballots sent in?
Well, you have until election day at 7:30 to get your ballot into us, but to get your request to us, you only have until October 28th, 1 week prior to the election.
And for the people who show up to vote in person, what do they need to have with them and keep in mind?
Everybody needs to have a valid photo ID, whether you're voting early in person or on election day. You will not be allowed to vote without a valid photo ID, or you'll have to vote a provisional ballot.
And how strict are those voter ID laws here in Ohio moving forward?
Ohio voter ID laws are very strict, down to the fact that we have to check the license to make sure people are citizens, that they're of age, that they're not expired. They're very strict.
And then looking ahead for next year's gubernatorial election, what are you expecting for that one?
I'm expecting a pretty high turnout since we don't have an incumbent governor next year. I haven't really thought about the numbers yet, but I'm preparing for a big, busy election.
And then before we let you go here, can you take us through all the dates that we need to know once more?
October 6th, 9 p.m. is the deadline to register to vote. October 7th at 8 a.m. we'll start early voting. That will go through the Sunday before the election. And if you want to vote early by mail, you have to have your request into us by October 28th.
All right, Stephanie Penrose, thank you once again for joining me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
WFMJ Weekend Today will be right back with more local news.